Down this bare, newly paved road, a talented ceramic artist is found, making pottery from North Carolina clay.
Living at the end of the road is a little bit like living in a bubble. I'm surrounded by lovely buildings, beautiful trees, a couple of lovely lakes. It's a natural environment that I really enjoy being part of, and it helps me be creative.
This artist, Mark Hewitt, has converted an old farm into his home. He has turned the old chicken coop into his workshop and the beautiful barn into his showroom. He has added 2 kilns to the property which he built, where the pots are fired to perfection.
Anything you make can be made with love, or it can be made carelessly. And even the little planter that I made was made with great reverence for the materials that went into making it. I like to go right to the source and make clay from scratch from materials that I dig out of the ground, and really make sure that the clay is as good as it possibly can be before just beginning to make it. So, and then you put it on the wheel, you get the wheel spinning, and you've got a certain number of minutes to make something really beautiful.
This potter makes different kinds of pottery every day at work. Here is shown the process by which a small planter is made. He kneads the clay to get any air pockets out, puts the clay on the wheel, and then begins to make the piece. He centered the clay and then proceeded in making the walls. He molded the clay vertically before horizontally to provide strength and even thickness to the piece. He carefully pulled the clay up using a tool called a rib. After multiple times of repeating this process, he formed the shape. He leveled the lip of the newly produced planter and made sure the body was smooth. Lastly, he cleaned the base. After making a few simple decorations with a wooden tool, the pot was finished and ready to dry.
Now, there are lots of other planters in the world. That one's not necessarily any more special than any of the other planters in the world, but it's mine, and I made it. It's a humble little object that I can charge a reasonable price for. Somebody's going to take it home, stick it on their porch or in the house, grow a nice little flower in it, and enjoy it.
The decorations are made by gently putting pressure on the clay to produce an indentation in the surface. He makes 3 lines and then adds an artsy touch with the curvy lines. Although these decorations are little, they add to the overall aesthetic of the piece.
Because North Carolinians really like pots, when they come down to my kiln openings, they recognize that the pots have got something, they're tied to the place, they're tied to the region, they're tied to the tradition of North Carolina pottery. And in addition to being really excellent pots, they also reflect the cultural history of this great state.
Few potters have the talent to make such captivating and powerful pots. This is just a peek into the life of a potter. I'm proud to say that this world-renowned potter is my dad.